This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Well, here's what they've done. I think you don't necessarily jump right into the wrestling. You need to tell the backstory, introduce the characters, but most importantly, refresh everybody while we're here with your big star power. So we had the Hulk Hogan promo, we had the Macho Man promo, we had the Andre the Giant promo, then we had the Hulk Hogan, and I guess it's worth mentioning, Jesse Ventura's a big star at this point. So we got the Jesse stand up, then we got the Hulk video, and now we're getting ready to see these two guys do some battle. We've shown the backstory, we've heard from the heel, now we're hearing from the babyface. Yeah. Man, what a one-of-a-kind performer the Macho Man was.
Yes, he was.
I got to tell you, he's the guy that I think, seriously, it's him and Dusty that I'm missing the most, not appreciating what's going on in wrestling right now in 2020.
That's a good call. I agree with that.
I mean, can you imagine how crazy both of them would be? Because we both know what company they would be working with.
Right.
And they would be next level excited.
Oh, yeah.
For totally different reasons.
Right.
Really, really special stuff. And see these two guys do some battle. We've shown the backstory. We've heard from the heel. Now we're hearing from the babyface. Yeah. Man, what a one-of-a-kind performer the Macho Man was.
Yes, he was.
I got to tell you, he's the guy that I think, seriously, it's him and Dusty that I'm missing the most, not appreciating what's going on in wrestling right now in 2020.
That's a good call. I agree with that.
I mean, can you imagine how crazy both of them would be? Because we both know what company they would be working with.
Right.
And they would be next level excited.
Oh, yeah.
For totally different reasons.
Right.
And we can tell just based on the reaction of Wayne Ferris, who, by the way, I think it was written in the Observer back at the time when Eric fired him from WCW, that when Eric asked him to do the job and he didn't want to do the job, Eric just fired him. And it was written in the Observer that he told guys he didn't give a shit. He wasn't losing to that guy. He was just going to go back and teach PE. The idea that Honky Tonk Man was a gym teacher is my favorite wrestling side hustle ever.
It's a great story. And you know what's another great story when you talk to Eric is how much he loathes the Honky
Oh, God, he loves it so much. He says a perfect day for him would be, sleeping in, waking up, getting a cup of coffee, stretching out, taking the dog for a walk, firing the Macho Man.
That's right.
Like if he could just start every day like that, he thinks it would be his quality of life would go through the roof.
But Randy had such a great entrance. I love the music, the pomp and circumstance music.
And what attention to detail. You can always tell a difference between guys who really take this seriously and guys who don't. And the Macho Man, it felt like the attention to detail he paid permeated through everything. I mean, his promos, his sunglasses, the wrist tape, the ring outfits, the ring entrance gear, the big ropes and not ropes, but capes and all that. And then the different looks for Miss Elizabeth. I mean, she would have, at WrestleMania 4, when he wrestled 4 times, he had 4 different outfits every time, 4 different capes. She had 4 different dresses. I mean, the attention to detail carried through. I mean, to the point that we've heard, whenever he would work a match with guys, he would give them notebook sheets of paper. Hey, here's what we're doing.
Right. Just a thought. Do you think she's wearing panties here?
Yes, I assure you she is. Okay. Macho Man probably personally put them on, locked them.
I'm sure he did, and locked them, yeah. I'm sure he did, because he was, it's well known backstage how overprotective he was with her.
Let me ask you why you think that is. Do you think, and I'm not saying this to be weird, do you think his dad, perhaps being in the business, had gotten in his ear about, son, you don't bring your wife around the wrestling business? Yeah, and maybe it got into him enough that he was over paranoid, or had maybe something happened, with a previous girlfriend of his, or maybe he had trust issues.
It could be all of it, but I think she was so beautiful and really, in many ways, so innocent that he wanted to protect her from it and was just overly protective. And that just was his personality anyway. He was...
Well, here's the thing. An old wise man once told me, if you put your hand over some hot pussy, you're going to fuck around and get a hole fucked in it. And here's the deal, Tony. Nobody wants to get a hole fucked in their hand. They don't.
That was an old wise man there.
It was. And nobody
That's
wants
good
to.
shit. That's got to be a T-shirt. Oh, God.
I hope not.
Also, I think a lot should be said about the great camera work these guys did. They were tremendous. And these matches, here's a little inside thing about this show. This match was not cut live. There was not a director in the truck cutting this match. Saturday Night's main event was all ISO'd, and they came back and cut it up later.
So this was taped a few days ahead of time.
Right.
And there you see Macho Man going after him, and wham! Gets nailed with the megaphone. Which, by the way, kudos to Jimmy Hart for figuring out the megaphone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, realistically, would that have ever made its way to wrestling? I don't know that it would have.
No.
But it is synonymous with every wrestling fan in the world. When you think of a megaphone, you think of Jimmy Hart.
Sure you do.
And I just think it's cool when you have like a signature. You know, we've talked about Ric Flair being synonymous with Woo. As you know, I watched the Super Bowl in Las Vegas at Sapphire's Gentlemen's Club. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Disco Inferno for the hookup there. And as you know, you were invited, and you decided not to go. So you missed Pop Pop's hummus commercial.
No, I saw his hummus commercial.
Well, of course, at Sapphire, they're not playing the audio from the commercials.
Right.
But when Flair was on screen, the whole crowd, woo!
Right.
I mean, it's pretty cool when you have an item, a thing, a song, a sound, when you can sort of tie your brand to something else. It really works. For instance, you and mediocrity.
Some people would think that.
You know, just you and overusing catchphrases, doing the bare minimum, leaving early, coming late.
Okay, that doesn't...
Not combing your hair before you go on TV. Shit like that.
Okay, that doesn't really hold true the way it used to be now, but because I'm older, I'm wiser now, and that's just kind of a bullshit fallacy that you brought up. But I'd like to ask what Flair knows about fucking hummus. Fucking nothing. Okay, I eat hummus every fucking day. And I saw him promoting hummus, and I said, that motherfucker's never eaten hummus in his motherfucking life.
And you're mad about it.
Yes, I am.
Why? Because you didn't get the hummus there?
Go ask his daughter, has he ever eaten hummus?
You think I don't know what he eats?
He does not eat hummus.
Of course he doesn't.
No. And motherfucker probably, well, you know he's not going to do anything for less than $20,000. So
it was way more than that.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Fuck.
Why are you mad at him?
Because I'm a hummus eater.
But you didn't.
Big time. I eat hummus every day of my life. Every day.
You didn't go up for the roll. They would have get. This is the greatest hummus in the history of our great sport.
Yes, this hummus will put your butt on your commode.
No,
because it's a great butt seat type.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
If Tony Schiavone put butts in seats for hummus, he would have been there, but he didn't.
Okay.
The nature boy did. I was just glad he showed up for it.
You're right there, JR.
I mean, let's run through it.
Okay.
We got to get you on this. Goddamn.
What?
Jim Ross has got barbecue sauce.
Right.
John Cena's got pistachios.
Yeah.
The Nate has hummus.
Oh.
And here's the thing. I think he would say he probably ate a lot of hummus in the 80s. He wasn't sure what all was down there, but he was eating it.
Yeah.
He go down there and go.
Oh, God.
And everybody knows he likes Hummers. Anyway, we got to get you a food.
Yeah.
What would your food item be?
My food item would be hummus.
No, it can't be.
How about cream chip beef and gravy?
Korean chip beef?
No, creamed chip beef and gravy.
Is that out of a can from Aldi's?
No. You don't know what cream chip beef and gravy is?
No. Is that shit on a shingle?
Yeah, shit on a shingle. That's what it is.
Okay, well, you know what? I can get behind that. Why don't we call it Schiavone on a shingle? Oh.
God, we just come up with shit just like that, don't we?
We do.
Or
but
you do.
Here's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
I'm going to get you to sponsor a dating app.
Go get me do what?
A dating app.
No.
SchiavoneSingles.com.
No, good God.
What?
Leave the day. You think she got panties on?
Yes. And that's what you can ask. So it'll be like one of the the automatic suggestions. Hey, girl, you got any panties on in this
You got
picture?
your panties on. That would be number one. Yeah.
Sure.
And Klondike would like to know if you're clean.
Because if you are...
If you're not, just swipe left.
Wait. How do you know about swipe left and swipe right?
Yeah, that's what I mean, that's common knowledge, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm married. Not that you would know. You didn't come to the wedding.
Watch out. Double axe handle.
By the way, what a great way to frame the shot. They
Yeah.
knew that shot was coming ahead of time. They're positioned right there. So when he shoots up, there's both of those banners in the background that say the main event. Framed it perfectly. The attention to detail, just outstanding.
Yeah. And again, this comes with being able to go back and cut the match later, ISOing every one of your cameras, and then cutting the match up later to get the right one. This was the attention to detail that NBC brought to the WWE, and the WWE's took it and ran with it. You know, and Kerwin selfies certainly was a big part of all this. Because he and Kevin Dunn would go into edit one after this, and they would edit the show together and take their time.
Oh, there you
doing it.
go. The big sleeper hold.
And look at the fans responding to this.
Peggy Sue is flipping out.
Yes, sir. With no panties on.
God damn. I've never heard somebody so obsessed
Not only
with
does she
panties
not have panties, I don't think she's got a bra on.
Man, she got them
'Cause
things
they
out
are
there.
bouncing around now, man. They are.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I was just checking. I was just making sure. I was concerned because if they're this size and you don't have them secured, it could hurt her.
Are you chubbing up a little?
Nope.
Feels like you
Not
might.
yet. The day's not over either.
Feels like you might be.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
Hey, a shout out to Matt Kuhn for helping us out with our show.
Oh, yeah. Last week we
Last
needed him
week,
in a
yep.
pinch, and he hooked us up.
You know, Matt did. How much did he charge us for that?
Bills in the mail. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so anyway, so the title does not change hands. I guess they had a count out, or did they?
How about the guitar coming in, man? Uh-oh. How fun was this, by the way?
I'm enjoying it, man.
No, I just mean in terms of he's got a guitar, and everybody knows he's going to use it as a weapon because
Right.
he's used it before. And,
Right.
you know, these days, guitars and matches, pretty common. But back in this day, nobody was doing shit like that.
No, I mean Jeff Jarrett would follow up with it later, but
Yeah, and he would have balsa wood guitars.
right.
Unfortunately, old Honky Tonk was swinging with real shit here.
Wow.
Oh, and instead he gets him from behind with the megaphone. Brilliant little bait and switch there.
Oh, he's going to turn around and she's going to be the damsel is going to be there, the beauty. Wow.
I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited as we watch this.
This is good. This is pretty compelling. This is compelling stuff here. Is he going to hit her or not? Yeah.
That wasn't perfect, but it was as
No.
close as you could get, I
That
guess.
close you could get. That's exactly right. So there you go. Match thrown out or count out or whatever.
And these days, you never got clean finishes on main event or Saturday night's main event. They want you to come out to the house show,
Of course, that's what it was all about.
smashing the guitar, and look at the crowd going nuts for that. Man, I should have missed the Macho Man.
You're not the only one, my friend. One of the great performers, one of the most intense individuals ever, and one of the great pros to ever to work with.
I always liked when the Macho Man would go out of his way to do something nice for Miss Elizabeth. Of course, for years and years when he's in the company, he's the shithead heel, being mean to Miss Elizabeth, making her open ropes for him and things like that. And when he finally does it for her here, man, he cements himself as a top babyface, and he's just a couple of months away from becoming the world champion.
She was so elegant, wasn't she? I mean, she was just so elegant. And I've mentioned this many times. And in real life, a very, very nice lady.
And how about this? Everybody talks about her, and holds her in such high regard and reveres her so much. She literally did nothing. She just walked out there and stood.
That's right.
And that was enough.
And I think Vince was in his own way in love with her look.
Well, because she was innocent. She was
Right.
so almost Bambi-like.
I remember when I did an interview with her, I think for probably a challenge, and I introduced my guest at this time, Miss Elizabeth, and she walked out, and Vince walked through that entire interview with me and her. And I remember thinking, I wonder if she's going to do it the way he wants. And she did, verbatim, and I thought that was just so cool of how she just
Could do it.
she could do it. Absolutely.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.